welcome to Spellbound Homestead. My name is Taylor. This is where Laura Ingalls meets Morticia Adams, and I'm so glad that you're here because today we're talking about my favorite thing, which is books, and we're going to talk about some of my holiday TBRs, some things I would like to get to this winter. But if you know me and you've been here for a while, my TBR list is never ending, and I never quite read all the books I say I'm going to, but you know, that's okay. So this is a nice little pile to go, get us started. So if that sounds good to you, go ahead and grab your cup of coffee, tea, or beverage of choice, and let's chat about it. First book that I saw floating around on the interwebs, and if I'm not a sucker for a cute little cover. So this is called Good Spirits. Let's just watch the edge pages. So this says he's the ghost of Christmas past, and she's not exactly Scrooge. It says fall in love with the ghost of Christmas past and the magical romance, Ghost of Christmas Past, Nolan Callahan intends to spend this holiday haunting like every other, get in, get out, return to his otherwise aimless existence as a ghost awaiting the afterlife. But when he's faced with Harriet York, the sweetest assignment he's ever had, he suddenly finds himself wishing for a future. So essentially this woman is being haunted by this ghost, and it says with the deadline of Christmas Eve fast approaching, will they find the key to their future in each other's past, or will they stay firmly in the present, indulging in their unexpected, spirited connection? Okay, so I'm about it. I like a good little holiday romance, and so I'm excited to give this a whirl. This is what I'm currently reading, and guys, it's an autumnal book, and I just had to slip it in here for this video. Overlook me if that's not your vibe right now. I understand, but this is the newest book in the Shady Hollow series, the Shady Hollow Mystery series, Mockingbird Court. Yeah, Mockingbird Court. I don't know why I said that weird. So Vera Vixen, our fox reporter who lives in Shady Hollow where all the animals are talking and have little lives. She's a journalist who finds herself in hot water whenever she is mixed up in a murder. I absolutely love this series. It's cozy, it's atmospheric, I love the writing, and it's just a fun little read. And so I'm going to finish this one up hopefully within the next day or two. I'm about halfway. This book on my list is the newest book in the Ravenfall series. This is called Raven Guard. This is a juvenile fiction middle grade book, which you guys know I love that. And so this is the newest one. This is set in the winter time. I highly recommend this entire series, the Ravenfall series. Such a great read, and I'm really excited about this one because it's set in the winter time. And I just love the cover. It's on the back, secrets unravel and ancient legends stir at the Ravenfall Inn. So this is the back. This is all the other books in the series, and I highly recommend you go give it a try. Of winter, we have The Dead of Winter. Beware the Krampus and other wicked Christmas creatures. So it says on the back, in The Dead of Winter, historian Sarah Clegg delves deep into the folklore of the Christmas season, detailing the way its terrifying and often debaucherous past continues to haunt and entertain us now in the 21st century. So this is a nonfiction book. This is talking about the dark festivals, some of the folklore and lore surrounding Christmas and Krampus. That's a Krampus. It says chronicles the hideous mask and curling horn of Krampus runs in Austria, the fearsome horse heads of hootings in southeast England, and the candle-crowned young witches of the Nordic St. Lucy Festival. So I'm excited to do a little bit of nonfiction reading. I love anything Krampus related, and so this will be fun. And speaking of Krampus, just go ahead and throw it in here while I'm thinking about it. I'm currently reading on my Kindle Krampus by Bram, who wrote Slewfoot, which you know is one of my favorite books of all time. I will say that as of now, I'm about 50 pages into the Krampus book, and it's okay. It's not my favorite yet, but we're still going to give it the honest try. So that one is on my list as well, and I'm currently reading it. And since we're on the Krampus train, this is a middle grade book called Krampus and the Thief of Christmas. So Krampus night is coming, and even though Gabrielle Green has only been staying at her Uncle Strange Alpine City a few weeks, she's already earned the reputation of the worst girl who ever lived. She doesn't know yet, but she's also leapt to the top of Krampus's list. Krampus, the sinister winter king, the anti-Father Christmas who comes calling once a year, seeking wicked children to haul back to his realm. When Gabrielle's younger brother goes missing, she sets out in search of him, but soon finds herself hurtling into a shadowy other world. A place of terrible trolls, murky forests, cold black mountains, Christmas charms, and fearsome beasts. Samuel Wayne, are you trying to be in the video? So can she save her brother from Krampus? What's going to happen? What's the thief of Christmas going to do? And so this is going to be a fun little juvenile read. Whether I read this with my children or not, I'm not 100% sure, but we shall see. The same title, but a totally different book. This is called The Dead of Winter. And this is actually sort of like an anthology short story book. We have works from Arthur Conan Doyle, Ruth Wendell, E.F. Benson, and so on and so forth. It says not everything that goes bump in the night brings gifts. And so this is like little short stories written by various authors. I thought this would be fun to read, like a short story here or there. You know, I like books like these because you can kind of pick it up and read whenever you want. You can pick a story, skip a story, however you want. These are really fun for like a quick little winter read. And also I like this too because it's not necessarily Christmas, so to speak. I think this would be like a good like January, February read as well. I got this at the Dollar Tree, which why we call it the Dollar Tree when it's not a dollar anymore is beyond me, but who am I to, you know, say that. This is called The Trouble with Tinsel. And I'm like, hey, for $1.25, let's try it out. Let's give it a whirl. It said, what could be more magical than a Hollywood Christmas? A few years after they broke up professionally and personally, the ex-screenwriting team of Carey Williams and John Romano find their lives turned upside down when an old script is greenlit and they've asked to write together again. And now for the month of December, Carey must leave behind her new life as a teacher in Brooklyn to return to sunny Hollywood and work with the man she used to love. And so now we got a complicated, you know, awkward reunion. There's a romance still there. What's going to happen? I think this is going to be cheesy and corny, and sometimes, as Kate Winslet said in the movie The Holiday, I need corny in my life. This may be the one for me. For this video, we are going to be diving into some Edward Gorey, who is new to me. I talked about him in a previous video, but this is The Haunted Tea Cozy by Edward Gorey, a dispirited and distasteful diversion for Christmas. It's a little picture book, and I'm so excited to read this to my kids. It's like a little Christmas story by him. And let's just flip to a page and look at some of his illustrations. I think this is going to be very witty and dry humor, which is right up my alley. That is going to be it for this video. This is just a brief overview of some of the Christmas or holiday / seasonal books that are on my current TBR list. But you guys know, and we know it in my heart of hearts, that there will be another holiday book video coming to you and within the next few weeks, because who am I if not a reader with too many books on my list that I'll never get to read in this lifetime. And honestly, you guys, that is the greatest tragedy in my life, is knowing that I will die before I can read all the books that I want to read. And that's a hard pill to swallow. And so this is just a brief overview of some of the ones that I would like to get to this holiday season. So let me know down in the comments below some of the seasonal books that you would like to read or are currently reading, any recommendations that you have. I would love to chat about it with you in the comments. Like I say all the time, and I mean it because it's the truth, you guys leave the best recommendations, so please feel free to do so. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe on your way out, and as always, I hope you have a magical day.